How you doing? This is Chris at Bar Guthrie, and today we are doing a comparison of different rye whiskeys here. And as you can see, I got four right here in front of me. And as you know from our last time, I did some sour mash and picked out some of my favorites. Now, when it comes to rye whiskey, I actually have about 15 to 20 bottles. I don't know how many I got, but I got quite a few. And I'm not going to sit here and try out 20 of them right now. So what I'm going to do is kind of think of it like playoffs. I'm going to try these four tonight, pick my favorite, take another four, pick my favorite, and at the end I'll have my four favorites or three favorites, whatever it is, and then I'll compete with those. Now this is all subjective. This is basically my taste buds. I usually try to have other people here, but not everyone can come over and enjoy this. By the way, if you're something you live nearby in South Florida, you're inviting people to join me in the future. So, what do we got here? Well, we got a Jim Beam Rye, the lowest proof of the bunch at 80 proof, right? So we'll put him over there. And then we got here old Jack Daniels here. This is a rye. Now this one's going to be a little bit more proof. This is 90 proof. So put that over there for a moment. And then of course you got your Wild Turkey 101. Now as you know, Wild Turkey 101 is one of the most popular bourbons you can buy out there. So we'll see how this one does compared to the other guys. Now I did pick these particular ones out because of price, by the way, because I have some ryes that are a lot more money than these. I think every one of these was under $30. Now, if you're asking about rye, Sazerac rye, it's probably my personal opinion one of the best ryes out there. Now, this is something you might not have seen before. This is the 100 proof. I only found one place. It was Delray Liquors that had the 100 proof, and I went in the other day and they were already sold out of them. So luckily I got one of them. No one else seems to have it. I actually went to one of my other stores I'm friends with, and he wanted to try it, so I brought it in so he can actually try it. So I'm sure he's going to order some. So these are our bottles here. So again, I'm going to go ahead and move these back over out of the way real quick. So the first one we're going to try is the Jim Beam Rye, the lowest of the proofs here. This is not a very expensive bottle. It was probably under 20 bucks if I had to guess. Now I do like Jim Beam products. I got quite a few of them here. So now I have been drinking this one, so I must like it. So let's see. Okay, on the breathing in here, I get it's funny. It's the lowest proof, but I get actually more proof out of this one than maybe some other things. Not getting a whole lot of flavor, to be honest with you. It tastes good. Okay. For some reason, Jim Beam doesn't get a lot of love. I'm not quite sure. I love Jim Beam products. I got a few Jim Beam signs back on the wall there. And I like their products. Don't like every one of them, but I do like their products. This one's not that bad. For the money, I'm sure I got some E.H. Taylor's rye is going to taste better, but you have to look at value. This thing I know is less than $20 when I bought it, or close to it. So it's not a lot of money for a very good tasting bourbon. Actually, it's a whiskey. Sorry. So every time they change the bourbons have to be at least 51% corn, and this is a rye whiskey. It means that percentage is not the same. I keep saying bourbon whiskey. Thank you for correcting me. Okay, so the good news on the Jack Daniels, I don't have to worry about calling that a bourbon because they're never a bourbon, even though technically they are. But that's a story down the road here. So I've already poured myself here, and I got the rye on it. Now this is one of the newer products, so at least for down here, I just recently seen it. Well, recently last year, 90 proof. So again, we got 80 proof. Got Jack Daniels here, the 90 proof. Let's go and put that up here. That's this fella right here. Now, I'm a Jack Daniels fan. Let's see if I like this. I mean, I'll be honest. If I don't like it, I'm going to say I don't like it. And if you've watched my previous videos, I got 2 or 3 Jack Daniels products I didn't care for. So they got a lot of products. Oh, that's delicious. I like it. Got a whole lot of flavors in that. Higher proof than that, but you would never know. I mean, 90 proof, let's be honest, is not that high. But I mean, if you compare it to like scotches, which are all 80, I think, and everything else there is probably less proof than whiskeys. But if you've been drinking whiskey a while, after a while you kind of start preferring the higher proofs. It just seems to happen. Not everything I like has the higher proof. You know, a lot of things I do. You know, Eagle Rare, very good. It's good. So far, I like this better than the Jim Beam. So, now, I'm not as familiar with this one. I think I took one drink out of this. I know that a little better. So, let's go to, I already poured my glass. Again, Wild Turkey 101 rye. And now this is probably, a lot of these things don't give you age statements, which is kind of a pain. Most Wild Turkey 101s, I think, are between 4 and 6 years. They usually blend a couple different years together. Now, I actually have a couple of 8 years, but for this particular thing here, I think, well, I have an 8-year regular 101. I don't know if I have an 8-year rye. I don't know if they make one. But so let's go ahead and try the Wild Turkey 101. I am a huge Wild Turkey fan as well. So they do make a fine product. I probably have more. Well, I mean, I got 6 or 7 different types of Wild Turkeys here. I mean, Jim Beam and Jack Daniels, I guess I have a little bit more of. But obviously I like it. Oh, you know what? Let's take a quick clear the palate. All right. Okay, so in that one I do get a little bit more flavor than my first two. Yeah, it smells wonderful. Okay. You know what? It does have a little longer flavor to it. You know, those I think kind of poofed a little quicker after you took a sip. Let's take my second sip here and get a better idea. Sip and sip. Second sip is better. I don't know. It's not bad. It's very good, actually. I just happen to I like this one. But, I mean, for the money, you know, I think I paid like $25 for this. This one was probably $22. I mean, they're all within the same price point. Again, a very reasonable price for a good quality rye whiskeys here. Okay, so my new Sazerac rye, 100 proof. Dum, dum, dum. So does it taste better with the higher proof? Could, maybe. We'll see. Okay. Now, let me be real honest. The regular one, I've gone through quite a few bottles. Now, of course, this is my first bottle of this one, and I'm just starting on it. But when you have as many bottles I have back here, it does take a while. Usually, luckily for me, I got good friends who will help enjoy it with me. A lot of people are like, you got 100 and something bottles. And I go, well, it's not all for me, obviously. You know, I have friends over, and I like my friends enjoy a good bourbon or whiskey. And, you know, I like them, like, for example, all my nice stuff, I generally don't drink by myself. I always wait till a good friend is over. I'm going to open up a Van Winkle. It's someone's birthday. That's not a Monday night drink after football or something. Whatever. And I actually had just shared that with Jory on his birthday and Mario on his. So there you go. Oh. Now, I'm a huge Buffalo Trace fan, and this is part of their lineup. And I mean, it says distilled by Buffalo Trace on here, and this is delicious, very good. Okay, well, this is gonna. Okay, you ready? So let me tell you my favorites and least favorites. So. Jim Beam, who I do like, unfortunately is my least favorite. It just doesn't stand up as much flavor as the other ones, and the lower proof doesn't help it either. It's not bad. It just, comparing to the other ones here, I mean, obviously it's half empty. I've been drinking. It's not like, oh, I can't drink. No, it's just comparing some of the other ones. Now, I had just recently tried a Jack Daniels, I think Tri-Mash or something like that. Didn't really care for it. This one, I like this one. Now, it's just actually, I'm going to move it here, come to think of it. I'm going to put my least favorite as Jim Beam, and my second is Wild Turkey 101, Who would ever guess? Because I didn't think I would. That's where I'm at right now. Of course, obviously it's leaving Sazerac Rye 100 proof as number one here. I mean, before I start, I kind of, I probably should do this blind, be honest with you. But I think I can, take my opinion of, like, for example, I was really thinking of the Wild Turkey, because I'm a huge Wild Turkey fan, would be second or even first place. And it was good. It just, I like this Jack Daniels. I really did. And boy, did I love this one. Boy. It's funny, my neighbor last year has over his house and make me drinks, and I'm like, what are you giving me? It is so delicious. I was going through it so fast, and I drank his regular Sazerac Rye, just blew through the whole bottle, which is, you don't want to say that. He was sharing it with me. So, this is where we're at. First place, Sazerac Rye, 100 proof, and I'm sure the regular one will be just as good. I do recommend this Jack Daniels Rye and the Wild Turkey 101. The Jim Beam, it's okay. I mean, again, I bought this one first, and it's one of the reasons why there's less here. And then, the Sazerac Rye, I've been drinking a lot of that. And this one I just got, and I'm already going through it a little too fast. And these guys are, I mean, this one literally I had one drink out of it before we did the video here. Now, I have more than just these and Ryes. And like I said, this was going to be one of the playoff champions. So the next time I'll take another 4. We'll pick one from that, and that will be the next. And then we'll have 4 of them at the end, and then the battle to the death of the Ryes. Again, I'm Chris. I'm at Bar Guthrie here in South Florida, and that's why I figured this time I'm going to put a little beach scene. I've been putting different scenes behind me. I'm like, well, I'm in Florida. I guess I'm only like 15, 20 minutes from the beach, and I'm on the water here as well. Might as well have water in the video. So, by the way, if you can hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This is a new channel, and I need the subscribers, so help me out. Definitely make it more fun for me as well, that know that other people are watching this and appreciating what I do. Thank you so much.